Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Innal hamdalillah nahmadu wa nasta'inu wa nastaghfiruh wa na'udzu billahi min syururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina may yahdihillahu fala mudhillalah wa may yudhlil fala hadiyalah. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarikalah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh alladzi la nabiyya ba'dahu amma ba'du. Before start, I would like to say thank you to Miss Agisti who has permitted me to presentation today. On this occasion, I would like to presentation about how to memorize Al-Qur'an easily. Maybe it will be awkward if we didn't know each other. So let me introduce myself first. My name is Safa Sabita Zahra from 10th grade of programmer. And in this year, I studied at ITN Boarding School in Jombang. Maybe that's enough for introduction, so let's enter to the discussion. Al-Qur'an. Al-Qur'an is the last kitabullah that lowered to all of human, especially Muslim around the world by Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. As a Muslim, we have to memorizing Quran because Al-Qur'an is a foundation of all of knowledge. If we can memorize the Quran, if we already memorize the Quran, we can understand a lot of knowledge easily. Okay, but some of people feel hard when they memorizing. Okay, one of the reason is maybe they are not used the right method for memorizing Quran. Okay, so what the method of memorizing Quran? Okay, I will tell you, but before that, I will tell you about what to do while we memorize. Okay, how to memorize? First, be serious because of Allah. Okay, we have to memorize it because of Allah. Put in your heart that we memorize only for Allah, not for anything else. For example, for certification or for getting title of Hafiz or Hafizah. There's no. Second is intend to practice what you memorize. Pray to Allah that you intend to practice what you memorize. But don't make it just intention. But you have to really practice what you in your daily life. Okay. Third is set aside time to memorize Arabic. The best time to memorize it and repeat. I will say it muraja'ah. In third last of night and before sleep, because we don't do some activity on that time, so that's the best time to memorize Quran. The fourth is have teacher do deposit memorization. Okay, function of teachers here is to correction your mistakes while you memorizing, while you deposit your memorizing. And manage you to memorizing and repeat your memorization. So, and six is use only one mushaf. Okay. There's a lot of type of mushaf. I mean, yeah, a lot of type. But you must have only one. If you already comfort with Rasmus Money, for example, yeah, just use that. Not use Mother Quran, for example, Quran from Indonesia. Okay, it will make you feel harder to memorize. Okay, so the mushaf that I suggest is standard mushaf that have 15 rows. And 6, repeat your memorization. Okay, repeat your memorization every time, because if you not repeat, your memorization is go away, it's gone. Okay, so yeah, you will forget it. So you have to repeat. And the seventh is recite when you pray. Like you pray maybe 5 times of salat or maybe salat sunnah, you can recite your memorization of Al-Qur'an. Okay, and the 8th is read and understand tafsir from memorizing first. Okay, read and understand tafsir, or maybe if you don't have book of tafsir, you can just read the translation of Al-Qur'an. because it will help you to memorize. You can find the keywords from the translation, so it will help you to memorize. And the 9 is get away from immortal or maksiat. Okay, as a human, as us, that will not enter the dirty place, so Al-Qur'an will not enter to the dirty heart. So we have to clean our heart by get away from maksiat. Get away, don't make our heart dirty. Okay. So after that, let's we talk about the method. Okay, this is the general method of memorizing Quran. First is reading. Okay, it's very general because a lot of people do that. Okay, you're reading, you're understanding one by one, ayat by ayat, verse by verse of Al-Qur'an with by see the Quran. Okay, it's simple. And the second is listening. In this method, you listen the verse of Al-Quran from teacher or maybe friends or maybe from Rota. Okay, so this is the general method. Okay, that and if people ask like, what's better method of memorizing Quran? So the answer is this depends on you. Maybe you feel comfortable with reading, but maybe your friend or other people feel comfortable with listening. Yeah, it's all different, depends of you all. Okay, and we have known that Al-Quran have 15 rows. The Star Quran have 15 rows. So maybe some of people say that it's little, you can memorize it. But some of the other people say, oh, it's hard, it's too much. So it's a little bit hard to memorize. Okay, so how to memorize one page of Al-Quran? Okay, and this is okay. First is divide one page into three rows. Yeah, 3 lines or 3 rows. Okay, now for this example, this is Surah Al-Fatihah, verse 5 until 15. Okay, you can divide it. For example, from Ma'allahu bihi min ayamin until bihadha hadisi asafa, verse 6. Okay, this is 3 rows, 3 rows, 3. But if the verse of Al-Quran is longer like this, you can divide it into you can memorize it, divide it and memorize it per verse of Al-Quran. But if you have ability to memorize it more than 3 rows, okay, you can memorize more. For example, 5 rows. Okay, but the example is 3. Okay. So next is read the first part of one page. Okay, just read this. ما لهم به من علم ولا لآبائهم كبرت كلمة تخرج من أفواههم إن يقولون إلا كذب فلعلك باخع نفسك على آثارهم إن لم يؤمنوا بهذا الحديث أسفا. Stop. Until that, just 3 rows. Don't focus to the other. Okay. Just focus and repeat it, recite it, or listen it until you can memorize it perfectly. Okay, if you need, you can close the other part with paper. Okay, and the next is try to recite it first without okay. After you can read it fluently without you forget something. Okay, so you close your Quran and try to recite it without see the Quran. But if you forget, you can open the Quran to see what you forget. After that, close again and recite it again. Repeat until you can memorize it fluently. Okay. Also repeat until you can recite it without see the Quran. Okay. The next is recite the second part. Okay. If you already memorized the first part, you can recite the second part. Okay, from inna ja'alna ma'al ardi zinatan laha until warraqim kanu min ayatina ajaba. Okay, until that, focus on the second part and do as before. Read it, repeat, reading until you can read it fluently, and close your Quran, and then try to recite the Quran, and repeat. Okay, if you already memorize it fluently, okay, go to the next step. Is combine first and second part. Combine it. You already memorize the first part and you already memorize the second part, so you combine. You read from di ayat. This is the first part until the end of the second part is read it until. But if you still stammer, don't continue to the third part. Maybe you feel like you can read the second part fluently, but you feel stammered in the first part. Don't go next to the third part, but you have to repeat the first and second part until you can memorize it fluently. Okay, so do the same thing to the third part and so on until you can memorize it. One page of Al-Qur'an. So you repeat on the third part, like vacuous, breathing, close, and if you can already memorize it fluently, just combine from the first, second, and third part, and so on. Okay, and and the suggestion is you can read the translation for get keywords. That will make you easier. Okay, and then then it's finished. Okay, maybe that's all for me. So I'm so sorry for the mistakes that I made during this presentation and before this. Okay, and thank you very much for your kind attention. Barakallahu fikunna wa sahalallahu lakunna fi kulli halin. Thumma khairal kalam. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Safa.